woman left me this morning. She didn't even say goodbye. My woman left me this morning. She didn't even say goodbye. I don't know why that girl left me. She didn't give me no reason why. It's a shame, low down dirty shame. She got me riding around here about to cry. I wonder why she didn't have the nerve to tell me about. Lord, I wonder why she didn't have the nerve to tell me about. She run away this morning, didn't even say goodbye. It's a shame, low down dirty shame. I don't know why she left me, and I don't know the reason why. Oh, that's a shame. I really don't know the reason why she left me this morning and didn't tell me goodbye. What the hell? Not if you the last lady on earth, lady. And go to the light, lady. And furthermore, get your new dress already. My woman left me this morning, didn't even say goodbye. My woman left me this morning, didn't even say goodbye. You know she didn't give me no reason, didn't tell me the reason why. Oh, it's a pity, you know it's a low down dirty shame. My baby's gone, and she left me here to cry.
Get in, Chief. It's way too cold to be out there tonight.
Where are you taking me?
It's too cold to be wandering around out there tonight, Chief.
Are you one of those government people? I don't got no dollars for a cab ride.
Here, let me turn the heat up.
I'm not a chief. Call me General. I ain't going to no shelter. If that's what you got on your pea brain. Let me out here. And I ain't having sex either, if you're one of those maniacs. You don't say much of anything, do you? I don't blame you. You start talking to someone and pretty soon they think they own your brain. Your soul. That's what my mommy and daddy thought. I showed them. That thermos and sandwiches. That just for show?
I guess you've seen enough of this world, Chief. General. I always had this rotten kind of luck. Look who I'm talking to. I don't mean bad luck like babies born to crack whores or with no arms. We're the only family on the block whose house was demolished by a tornado. I'm talking about the pesky little things. Not that your death is a pesky little thing, mind you. I'm talking being stopped by a train at every crossing, or trying to leave a grocery store just when everybody else walks up to the dimwit cashier. You probably think I'm the luckiest man in the world. Got a house, a family. But I work all the time too to have those things, so I never get to just sit down and enjoy my house. And kids? Oh, don't get me started. People say enjoy your kids while you can, because before you know it, you turn around and they're gone. Well, shit, I'd turn around 10 times for that to happen. That generation is gonna single-handedly solve the homeless problem by never leaving home. I suppose it's fitting you're going to your home on the coldest night of the year. No one in their right mind is out there tonight. No offense. Hell, I blew my nose and the napkin cracked. Tonight's a night for huddling around a roaring fire with the people you love. I hardly had any fares tonight, so I figured, what the hell, I'll pick one of yous up and drive you around for a while, keep you warm. See how lucky I am I picked you? this point, you're probably better off on ice. I don't suppose there's any great final resting place for you, considering there's no resting while you're alive. Who knows, maybe you're one of the lucky ones, like those old songs from the Depression. No locks on your door, owning the sun in the morning and the moon at night, plenty of nothing. I know they make it sound romantic when it's just dirty and cold. Do I have more than nothing? When I'm as cold and stiff as you are, my final ride might be in some fancy hearse, but what would it mean? Who did I really help by being here? Who would remember anyway? Besides my kids, if they could pull themselves away from the cable long enough to come to my fucking funeral. I normally don't talk much. My friends call me Silent Ron. The hell are you talking? No one listens anyway. I got a feeling you are listening. I've literally driven around in circles, making small talk with strangers for 14 hours a day, till I couldn't utter a single syllable to my wife. More for me. Thank you very much. Guess I'm jumping to conclusions. Maybe you have kids. Maybe they're doctors and lawyers and they haven't spoken to you since you stepped out on their mother. That was before you lost everything in the stock market. And maybe they're homeless too. And they're looking for you right now. Alleys and doorways, turning over bums, till they find a half-filled bottle, or half-empty, depending on their attitude. Make them forget all about their search. Forget all about you. I won't forget you, General. You can count on that. You're the first motherfucker to die in the back of my cab. At least while I was driving it. Well, maybe somebody else beat you to the punch with some other driver. Who knows? God, it just dawned on me. I hope you're not leaving something contagious back there. You might be starting a trend. You look way too young to have died from old age. Too young to have died from cancer, too. Well, I shouldn't say that. I had a cancer scare once. I had these 2 dots on my forehead I thought were pimples, but they'd get scabby and come back fresh in the same spot. So I went to this doctor at the clinic, dermatologist from China, real bad accent. And he barely steps in the door, and then he says, "Pre-cancer," and he walks back out again, leaving me there panicking. I mean, he came in and he said what I didn't want to hear, the C word, damn communist. A couple minutes later, he comes back, and I says, "Doc, you just don't walk in a room and give the C word, then walk right back out again, leaving your patient just sitting there." "Nah, say C word, say P word, pre-cancer, you should know better." I said, "Yeah, but, you know, Doc, a pre-Labor Day sale supposes that Labor Day is right around the corner. Sail and now." And that was that. He sprayed some Freon on my face. Felt like the wind tonight. Labor Day never came. That's an old story. Hey, did you see when that TV reporter, the big mouth guy, what the hell's his name? He posed as a homeless guy? The heck was that? I felt embarrassed for him and the homeless. I wanted one to kick his ass. Some of you guys can be pretty tough. I guess I don't have to tell you that, you reaching the rank of general and all. I remember this one time. I was wearing out my shoe leather, hiking it from Jackson to Division. I only got a couple bucks in my pocket. I never cab it. I've got an aversion to National Public Radio. So I go about a block and I meet this old guy, and he's got only one leg. Works a corner at State and Madison. And he wants me to buy a Streetwise paper for the homeless for $1. So I buy one. You ever sell those? It's a pretty good program. So anyway, I spend $1 that I really don't have. I go about another block, and then there's this lady sitting in the doorway. She's holding the papers up. And she's either doesn't have the energy to stand, or she's a low-pressure salesman. And I usually feel bad for the women, so I buy one from her too. So now I've got two Streetwises walking down the street, plain as day. Then there's this young guy, and he's dancing and singing and telling jokes and really working hard to make $1 to better himself. So I buy one from him too. So now I got no money, got 3 Streetwises. People are going to think that I'm homeless. And I just about reached my destination when this big black guy comes out and he says, "Yo, Streetwise." I ain't got no money. So I hold up the papers. And he says, "Oh, you got yours already, huh? You helped the homeless, big man? That makes you and me okay, right?" I felt bad, but at the same time I was mad. I mean, I'm not Rockefeller here. I'm doing the best I can. What more can I do? You know what it's like? You're going out to a movie or dinner and you run into one of you guys. It brings you down. It stays with you. You feel bad all night. Selfish way to look at it, huh? Well, there's to the south. There's your stop, General. Give them hell. Sorry, Chief. General.
Hey, Silent Rob. Miles to go before we sleep. Won't make our fortunes jibber-jabbing with this executive.
It's cold out there, Chief.
It's Chicago. It's winter. It's supposed to be cold. Just keep a place for me close to the fire.
What's he doing out here? Pop, get in here. Come on.
You want I should sit in the front seat so you don't feel like I'm a customer?
Think I can't give my own father a lift this time of night?
No, it's not like this is your car. You're working now. If you were a painter like your Uncle Vito in the union, I wouldn't ask you to come over and paint the house.
What are you doing out this time of night?
Can't a man go out for a walk? How'd I know it was gonna get so late?
It's past midnight.
Yeah. Man's gotta get out once in a while, you know what I mean? Are you taking me home or what?
Of course I'll take you home.
You know where?
What's that supposed to mean?
You coming over for Sunday dinner tomorrow?
Marcia and the kids got something going on with her mom. Shopping or something.
Yeah. Your sister has something too, but she's coming over anyway. Other people turned down invitations. What hurts is not the fact that you don't come. It's the idea that you don't want to come. I can't make you come. Makes your mother sad that you don't come over, like last Christmas. Some people bundle up their babies, get on airplanes just to come over for Christmas. You couldn't even drive a few blocks.
It's not fair. You know it was Marcia's turn to have Christmas on her side.
You couldn't have time for both families? Invite them over too, have one big happy family.
Right. That'll work. I talked to Mom on the phone. She says she understands.
What's she gonna say? No? So then she never sees Marcia or Marco or Tommy or little what's his name.
You know his name, Dad. Look, Pop, I work long hours. I need my weekends too. I need to rest. I need to mow the lawn. I can't devote every weekend to you.
Your mother devoted her life to you.
Don't even try to make me feel guilty. Pop, two could play at that game.
I'm not playing no game. What do you think, I got something to be guilty about?
You got plenty and you know it.
I know no such thing.
No? No? Does this mean anything to you? You want something to cry about? I'll give you something to cry about.
I think I hit you kids. Is that what this is about?
You deny it?
When I was a boy, my father would use a strap on us for anything. Pow! Pow! You kids don't know how good you had it. You think he bought us new shoes for school? You think if he even cared if we went to school? No, you kids got it a good whack if you deserved it.
It's not just about when we were kids. How about the time the dispatcher job came open, huh? The boss come to me to see if I was interested in it. Like a dummy, I called you. 29 years old, still needing your approval. Remember what you said to me, Pop? Not do you? You said, what are they offering you a job they know you can't do so they can get rid of you?
Tony, life was a complicated thing. Remember the first time you brought your baby home from the hospital? All you wanted to do was love and protect him. Am I right or am I wrong? Imagine little Joey while I'm telling you this.
Hey, what do you know? You do know his name.
Yeah, not like I get to use it much. Now you got him in your mind? All wrapped up in his blanket, red marks still on his face from the hard journey he just started. You felt alive because he was alive. You You were thrilled when you heard his first words. You were thrilled when you wiped his behind or rubbed his nose. You were thrilled when you spent all your hard-earned dollars to buy him new shoes for school or to buy some little souvenir from a field trip. And you saved the drawing that he made on his first day of kitty garden. The one of the house with the daisy as tall as the chimney and the father standing there with his shoes pointing out like the little tramp.
Still have that?
And then something happens. You fight. You have words. Then you hardly have any words. You barely say hello. You just nod as they come and go. And then they just go.
Dad, we're not going anywhere.
Well, we're not going to be around forever, your mother and me. Would it kill you to come over and spend a couple of hours of your weekend, have a little spaghetti, drink a little vino, let your mother roll around on the floor and play with her grandkids?
Why does it always have to be about Sunday dinner?
The Scotty family didn't invent Sunday dinner. It's what people do. It's tradition, it's heritage. Bring your kids around. Let them see what they're from.
I don't want them limited by that.
What limited? They'll be expanded by it. It's a matter of priorities. What's it been now? 3, 4 weeks in a row you don't come over and let your mother see her grandkids?
I got my priorities straight, but I got my own family now.
Well, your family too, that never goes away.
Yeah, like herpes.
What? What?
Nothing.
And you're right. You can choose not to come and see us. It's your right. But it don't mean you ain't wrong. And you could decide to take your kids to the museum instead of coming to visit us. But you can't decide on how we're going to feel about it, how disappointed we'll be. Because we are.
Why can't you understand this?
Maybe I should have taken you kids to visit your mother's side more often. But it wasn't a good home to bring kids to. They were drinkers on your mother's side.
That's another thing. You're always putting on Ma's side of the family. Marcia's nervous. You talk bad about her too, because she's not blood. She's married in.
Oh, man, what am I hearing? She's my daughter now. What, do you think we sit around at the table to just badmouth everybody?
Yes, I've heard you.
That don't mean nothing. It's just our way. You come over, you can lead the conversation. Talk about anything you want to talk about. And we won't talk about Mom's family. Your mom had a hard life. She needs you kids now more than ever.
Why now more than ever?
Look at me. I'm an old man myself. What have I got to let the world know I was here? I've got no gold. Nobody's gonna fight over my will. My kids, my family is what I leave the world. You're my legacy. You who I never see.
All I'm saying is you see me plenty, Pop.
And all I'm asking is, do you really see me? Tony, I love you. But you've got it in your head the way you need to see me, even though it isn't the way it really was. What are you so angry about? Let it go. Just be happy. Just be happy.
I think that's the first time I ever heard you say you love me.
I said it to you all the time. When I carried you home from the hospital, when I wiped your behind and I blew your nose.
I guess I never heard it before.
Why spoil you? Looks like we're coming up to the block. Do me a favor. Pull over to the back alley and let me out there. Capiche?
What the hell is an ambulance doing here? What's going on? Ambulance? What's going on? What the heck is the ambulance doing here? Ambulance?
Tony, you there, man?
Where else would I be?
Hey, listen, buddy, we need you to come on in. Something's happened.
What is it? What is it?
I can't see over the air. It's your father.
What?
Help me! Help me! Help me! I need a doctor!
What's wrong?
Take me to the hospital!
Listen, lady, I'm just parked here. I didn't hit you, right?
I'm dying!
What's wrong? Get in. Get in.
Oh, God bless you. God bless you. Take me to the hospital, please.
Now, lady, let's get something straight. I didn't hit you, right?
No. I need to go to the hospital now.
Which hospital?
Anyone. The closest.
What's wrong with you, lady? Hey, what's wrong? What's the matter with you, man?
I took some pills.
Shit, I knew it. You on drugs?
No, prescription. Sleeping pills.
How many?
Too many. All of them.
What'd you do that for?
Why not?
Sure. I understand. Listen, just lay back. Everything will be all right.
I can't. If I fall asleep, I'll never wake up. I can't fall asleep.
I'll help you. Don't worry.
What are you doing?
This will help you sleep.
I need my stomach pumped.
Be strong, lady. What's your name?
Claire, please, mister, are we going to the hospital?
Just relax, okay? You know, lady, I admire you. You made a tough decision. It's a brave thing to know when it's time to go.
I made a mistake. I want to live.
You're just scared now. Don't worry. I'll help you.
What are you waiting for? Just go!
Come on, just relax. I don't want to upset your stomach. I mean, if you throw up now, your effort will fail. Hey, come on, come on, stop that, huh?
Please let me out. I'll just find another cab.
We're in this together, Claire. I'll tell you a bedtime story. Once upon a time, there was a 27-year-old medical intern, and he was treating this little kid with this incurable disease. This kid had the best doctors in Chicago, but no one could help this little kid. This truly talented young doctor just happened to be working in the emergency room the night the boy came to the hospital to die. What the kid didn't know was that this doctor lost his own 2-year-old kid to the same incurable disease. You know, his wife left him by about a month after that. About a week after this kid died, the doctor lined the side of his bed with all these heavy-duty garbage bags. Then he wrapped one around his head and swallowed his gun. Left his will and his insurance policies on the dresser. A key to his safe deposit box, the title for his 2-year-old Mercedes, the deed to his house, all left neat in a row on the side of the bed. You know the suit he wanted to be buried in? It was hanging behind the door. No reason in the note he left, just a list of instructions. You know, he wanted his obit to say that he died of depression. He wanted the world to know that this is a serious medical problem, not to be shunned or ignored. He was my brother. I did everything he wanted.
Let this be on you forever.
It already is. That's it, sweet lady. Sleep now. Everything will be all right. There's nothing to be ashamed of. What?
How are you? No smiles today? Oh, that's a bit sad. You've got to have the saddest face in the world. Go on, kiss a bit of a giggle. Go on. Oh, come on. Somebody die or something? Right, emergency kit's out. You ready? you know this one? What, nothing? Not even a smile? Go on, crack a bit of a one. How about this? Ah, never failed before. Go on, give it. Yeah, there's a bit of a smile. Yeah. Go on, show me something. Yeah, I can do that, I can do that. Yeah, good man. Terrific. Another? All together. That's good, that one. Good. See, it helps when you smile, doesn't it? Yeah, told you so.
Wow. Don't you look ready to get something off your chest? You're about ready to pop.
Chicago Central Hospital, please.
Oh my God, this is it. Well, ain't that something? This isn't one of those deals like in the movies where the cab driver becomes a hero by delivering a baby in the back seat. I mean, I have a hyperactive gag reflex.
Driver, please.
Yeah.
Look, what do you say? I forgot to put the meter on. Let's see, should I set it for 2 or 3 passengers? With the shocks on this car, I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
Please, driver.
2.
What was that, honey?
Set the meter for 2.
Please, let this one be on me. Consider it a baby shower gift.
I said, will you...
Todd.
Thank you. We appreciate it, but it's entirely unnecessary.
Suit yourself.
Are you okay?
Are you two all right back there? Should I put the air conditioner on, or the heater maybe? When Lucille had our first, she was always cold, and she was always hot. This is your first, am I right? I can always tell.
We're fine, driver. Please, just drive.
My name's Carl. It's a good name. You might want to consider it if you're still undecided.
Yeah, thank you. We'll consider it.
Carl,
Yes, little mother.
this isn't a happy day, Carl.
Don't say that. You don't know for sure.
Todd, I need you. I need you to be strong with me. I cannot go through this and hold your hand. I need you to hold my hand, or I'm just going to disappear on that table, I swear to God.
I'm there for you, honey. Remember, these doctors are only human. Yeah, they went to school, and maybe they majored in medicine instead of business or architecture, but they're not infallible. They could make mistakes. Remember, it's just man and machines.
What about the way I feel? What about what I know? What about the reason I went to the hospital to be hooked up to those monitors in the first place? I just know it in my heart.
Don't give up. Hope is all.
Carl, our baby is dead.
That's the first time I heard that. Our baby is dead. Oh, God. Our baby is dead. At the hospital, they say they can't hear a heartbeat on the baby, but they don't say it. Oh, God. Our baby is dead.
Folks, ma'am, I am so sorry. This is terrible.
We're going to the hospital now to deliver a dead baby. I never knew they did that. Did you know that, Carl? Because our baby was nearly full term, I have to go through the delivery. The labor, the breathing and everything, as if I didn't know the outcome. As if I was waiting for some joyous moment to get me through the pain. They say childbirth is the most painful thing you can go through. I know now that it's not.
This is awful. I am so sorry for you. We had a miscarriage once. 3 months in. Lucille had to get a D&C, and she was inconsolable. I can't imagine how you feel.
I'm dying inside. And can you imagine what it's like to carry a dead being around inside you? And can you imagine how that feeling is magnified when that being is one that you loved? I have a corpse inside me. No, no, Todd. I need to think this through. This is me. This is my doing. My child did not die from a disease he brought home from the playground. I can't blame some driver that ran him over on his skateboard. My body killed this child.
Don't say that.
He's right, miss. Blaming yourself will do no one any good.
Maybe it's better this way.
Yeah, maybe I would have been a lousy mother.
No, I mean, maybe this is nature's way of sparing the child from being born with something terribly wrong.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Our baby is dead. I wouldn't have cared if it had a birth defect or something. I would have loved him. And we would have had him forever.
If I may say, ma'am, you'll have him forever anyway. He'll always be in your heart and in your head. And in a very real way, just with going with him this far will forever change who you are. Some people live a whole life without impacting another person that way. Your little angel already did that. His work is done.
Thank you, Carl. That's very wise. At least we have his picture.
Ma'am?
It's a sonogram.
It's a wonderful thing that you got some sense of him or her.
Him. How many children do you have?
2. Boy and a girl.
Boy and a girl. You must be proud.
That I am. And you must be proud too. What you are doing requires the physical and mental strength of a true hero. More than a hero. A true woman.
You're a good man, Carl.
You folks seem like good people. You know, that's what really puts sugar in my gas tank. All kinds of people are having babies and that they dump and drown in mop buckets and throw against walls, and here comes a kind lady who can care for her baby, and something like this happens.
How much do I owe you?
Really, folks. It's on me.
Thanks.
When I think of him, maybe it will be as Carl.
Good luck, miss.
Good luck to you, wise friend.
How you doing, buddy? Sears Tower, please.
We're trying to see all the landmarks in one day before we go back to New York. Isn't that fun?
But Carl's never been to the Sears Tower, the John Hancock Building.
Or the Art Institute?
I mean, we've never been to the Museum of Modern Art, or the Statue of Liberty, or the Empire State Building. And when a great city's your hometown, you never see the touristy stuff. Am I right, Carl? We got a live one here. Life of the party.
Well, one thing New York and Chicago have in common, apparently, is the cabbies no speaky the English.
Count on that. We moving here or what, buddy? I guess the only guarantees in life are two things you can't comprehend. Death and taxi drivers.
You're not gonna make sick, are you? You can roll down that window. What's wearing you down, my friend?
What?
Looks like you got the weight of the world on those shoulders of yours. It can be because I'm shouldering some of that weight myself.
What?
What? But what? Don't you speak English? What's wrong with you, I asked.
Nothing.
Nothing. If that's what you look like when nothing's wrong, I'd hate to see you failing algebra. Is that it? You are failing algebra?
No.
Physics.
My grandfather died.
I'm sorry. Death in the family is a terrible thing. Were you close?
We lived together my whole life. A two-flat. Grandma and Grandpa lived upstairs, we lived downstairs.
Is that where we are going, the two-flat?
I'm going to be a pallbearer. I just found out.
Well, good for you. It's quite an honor. You don't agree, huh?
I don't know. The whole thing is pretty weird. I mean, having a wake and a funeral, it's like... Hey, everybody, come look at my dead grandfather.
When you put it that way, I guess that's true. I wouldn't want to be in a box and have people look at me and there's nothing you can do. You know what really slays me is people always say, oh, look how good he looks. He's a corpse. How bad must he have looked when he was alive? Anyway, funerals are for the living, not for the dead. You feeling better? What's your name, kid?
Joshua Charles Rebecca.
Well, nice to meet you, Joshua Charles Rebecca. I am Gabriel Gaston Guillaume. Nice to meet you. Oh, nice grip you got there. Rebecca, what's that?
My last name.
Well, that sure isn't Irish.
Czech. You ever been a pallbearer, Gabriel?
You kidding?
You have to be pretty strong.
It depends on the load and the passenger. The wooden ones are the heaviest. The oak and the mahogany. Cancer helps. Doesn't leave much to be buried. If you don't mind me being nosy, what was it that killed your dear grandfather?
I did.
What do you mean, kid? You got a gun?
No.
What then?
I wished it.
You wanted him dead?
It was the last thing I wanted. But I wanted to get it over with. Every morning, my grandpa got up at 5:30, put on his country music. I'd listen and fall back asleep. One morning, I'm laying there, tossing and turning, and I don't hear it. And I get this sick feeling in my stomach, you know? Like my grandfather was dead, and that's why there was no music. Turns out he was fine, but then every morning since then, I worried that this might be the day he wouldn't be fine. And then one day, I just couldn't take it anymore, worrying. So I just wished he would die. 2 years later, he did.
Was he sick?
Just old. 61. No, I can't even feel sorry for him because I'm worried sick I'm gonna drop the coffin.
Why do you feel bad?
Grandpa didn't have cancer and the coffin's made of wood.
What's the matter? Are you a weakling?
I think so. You know those kids that never get picked to play kickball? I still haven't been picked.
Kid, you're not alone. It takes 6 people to lift that box. All you have to do is put yourself in the middle, and the 2 people on the end, they will take care of most of the weight. Does the church have steps?
I don't.
Let's go over there and find out. The steps will kill you.
We can do that?
Of course, why not? What was your grandfather like?
He was strong, man. He delivered meat for the stockyards. They say when he was young he could carry a side of beef in each arm. Nobody made any trouble for him. I kinda disproved Darwin, huh? Survival of the fittest. Here this strong guy is dead and some puny idiot's supposed to carry him away.
Here it is. You see, it's only a couple of steps. You know, you see the ramp over there? Huh? That's they probably roll the whole kit and caboodle up the ramp, and there will only be a few steps after that. Feel better now?
Yeah.
Where to now?
Poke and Kitsy.
All right, let's go. You're right-handed? What you have to do is make sure you stand on the side of the coffin so you can pick it up with your right hand. Huh? See, right here. Once you squeeze on my hand very hard. Come on, you do it hard. Grab very hard. There you go. Now push hard. See, you have enough strength to lift up a wooden box.
Thanks. Up here, 3rd house.
Good luck, buddy.
See ya.
Be strong, Joshua Charles Rebecca.
I will. Gabriel Guillaume Gaston. See ya.
Calm down. You'll end up killing us both.
Okay, I'm calm. I was wondering why you brought me here.
This is so great. Do you have your permit on you? Mm-hmm. Okay, then. Keep your foot on the brake when you put it in drive.
I know. Don't be such a passenger side driver.
Oh.
So, why the cemetery?
There's no one here to bother us. No cars, no cops, no crazy drivers. No one tried to hail us. It's a good place to learn. Peaceful. And if you make some serious mistake, you can't kill anyone here. So we can work on three-point turns and parallel parking. We'll leave no stone unturned.
Ma!
You know what I mean. Your turning signal is on.
Blind feet, blind feet, blind feet.
What is that?
It's what the turning signal sounds like. Blind feet.
Marcy, do you want a lesson or not?
So did you learn in a graveyard?
Not how to drive. I flunked out of driver's ed in high school.
You're kidding. That's like flunking lunch.
Oh, the first day of behind the wheel class. This blind girl crashes the student car through the gates and onto the football field. The teacher says, first person who laughs fails. That was it for me. I still think it's funny.
No wonder you hate driving.
I hate driving because I do it all day. If I had to cook all day, I'd probably hate cooking.
Like cookers hate sex? Sorry. Hey, you do hate cooking. Don't you wish Dad was a lawyer?
Well, why'd he say that?
So then he would hate to argue at home.
You know, I could have been a lawyer. Did I ever tell you that I got into 2 Ivy League law schools? I did the math, and I realized I would be stuck in school until I was 26. Of course, it never occurred to me that I would be 26 anyway, might as well be 26 and a lawyer. Now I'm 40 and a hack. Your father was in a big hurry to get married. He had very definite ideas about not wanting his wife to work. He didn't want me to learn how to drive. Of course, now I support him with a driver's license. He used to say, if you need to go someplace, I'll take you.
Caveman. So did he?
Did he what?
Did he take you where you wanted to go?
Here, pull over here. Let's try some parallel parking.
I don't know what you're stepping on. There's no brake on that side.
Habit. Not bad. Not bad. Next time, remember to straighten out the wheels.
So, you gonna talk to me?
Let's get some air. Pretty soon it'll be cold. We won't be able to enjoy the outdoors.
Pretty soon it'll be the 80s and I'll be married myself. Then it'll be too late to talk to me.
So what do you want to know?
I don't know. Sometimes I look at the way he acts and I wonder why you married him. I mean, I think of him sitting on the couch watching TV, and you're down in the basement ironing his shirts, and he yells your name, and you come running upstairs like something's wrong, and he says, "Get me a glass of lemonade." And it sounds like he's saying, "I own you." And you do it. He's not doing anything, and you have to stop ironing his shirts to go and get him something to drink.
Back when my mother first died, your grandfather used to come out here every Sunday to visit her. He even used to go fishing out there in that lagoon. He died a year later. So now they're together forever.
What kind of fish do you catch in a cemetery? dead fish, he used to joke. Cute. So, you know all the rules of the road?
We already had classroom and simulators.
Oh, well. So, what if you're making a left turn and the light changes to red when you're in the middle of the intersection? Do you A, reverse back into the left turn lane, B, cautiously complete your turn, or C, remain where you are until the next green cycle?
Well, you never go back. So B, you go through with it. What, is this some metaphor for life? What if you're in the middle of making a left-hand turn and your husband orders you to go get him something to drink?
It's a generation thing, Marcy. It's what we did.
Well, I guess I can't complain too much. I mean, if you didn't get married, I wouldn't be here.
That's true. Mom. So, want to eat lunch on his grave? I have sandwiches in the taxi.
Gross.
Come on, I'll race you.
I don't think that you can beat me. Oh, wait, you cheater!
I'm gonna beat you! Yes, I am! I win.
Okay. But do you really want to eat lunch on Daddy's grave?
Why not? He's not using it now. Okay.
I've been paying on these graves for 3 years now. It cost me like 5,000 trips to the airport. This is my real estate, and I would like to get a little use out of it before I'm embalmed. So I come here now and then, say hello to the folks. Who says you have to be dead to rest in peace? Turn by the tombstone.
You want to be a little more specific?
The tall one with the flowers, Carbone.
You can read that from here?
I've seen it before.
I like it when the graves are all decorated like that. I hate the lonely ones, like no one even remembered these people lived.
So, do you have any pleasant memories of your father?
Oh, you mean the kind of stuff that's going to get me all choked up at his eulogy?
Mercy.
Of course I do.
Here, pull up over here on the edge on the right. You didn't signal.
Signal to who?
Don't develop bad habits. They're tough to break.
Ooh, sounds like some big rule of life.
Honey, your father loves you very much. He's just lazy. I used to think he was the least laziest person I knew. He would get up every morning before the sun and go to a job that he hated and drive that truck all day with no heat in the winter and no air in the summer just to support his family. Never called in sick. But lately, I've come to believe that maybe that was just a symptom of being lazy too. Too lazy to get a better job, one that would really use his talents. I mean, you know what, honey? He really has quite a personality. He could have been a car dealer or something.
This one's gonna be mine. I get dizzy when I lie here and look at the clouds.
Well, stop it. It's freaky anyway.
Lawn is healthy. Good place to work out. Nobody here to watch you.
What was Grandma like?
You really don't remember her, do you, sweetie?
She adored you. Her first grandchild. She was so proud. She would really enjoy you now.
That's a nice thing to say.
It's true. It's evolution. You are the best of her. You're an amalgamation of the strongest characteristics of some very fine women.
My mother was a teacher for the blind before she went overseas as a nurse in World War II. And then she came home to raise a family. Her mother raised a family in the Great Depression. You're not going to see these people on postage stamps, sweetheart. But remember, you can lead a great life very quietly. You get all these things from them. And what do I get from you?
The most important thing. The feeling that wherever you go in the world, you are never alone. And the strength to give that feeling to someone else.
Sounds like you're saying love.
Yeah, that's what you got from me. Unconditional. That and the ability to drive. So that when it's time to go, you can.
Thank you. But do we have to eat here?
Silly. All right, let's go home. You drive.
Really? On the streets?
Not on the sidewalks.
Yo, taxi! You don't mind, do you? I feel more like a co-pilot and less like a captive passenger.
Sure dime. So where are we headed?
I wish I could say Greece or Paris. But how about Marina Taz for now?
Man, it's freaky that you should joke about Paris. I mean, that's my name, Paris.
Ah. You don't say. That's a rather unusual name, Paris.
Well, that's why Mama gave it to me. With the last name of Smith, she said I was gonna need something to make me stand out in the world.
I see. Nobody though, you stand out.
You ever been to Paris?
City of lights, city of love.
I ain't never been. Mama also said with all the money I was gonna cost her in formula and school supplies, she was destined to live out her days on the west side. So she decided she might as well see Paris every time she wiped my diaper rash butt.
Clever woman, your mama.
Good woman, my mama. Never raised her voice or a finger in anger. I try to live that way too, but I'm not as good at it. So what'd your mama see in you? I mean, what's your name?
Turn right here. I'd like to see something.
Oh man, did you see that? Oh, I killed it. Is it dead? Jesus, is it suffering? Is it dead? Oh, I killed it.
Paris, my friend. It was but a squirrel. Maybe it would be best to press on.
Never killed an animal before.
An animal lover. You have a gentle spirit. I could see that as soon as I laid my eyes on you. But good God, man, it was but a squirrel, a rodent with a 4-year lifespan. What could you have done? Kill yourself? Kill me, your paying customer? To run off the road to avoid hitting some cousin to a rat? Man, I know people who kill squirrels to make stew. I know people who kill squirrels just to test out a new BB gun.
Yeah, but that ain't me though. I mean, I've never even killed a mosquito. If a mosquito lands on my arm, I just blow it off.
Well, you'll never get through life blowing mosquitoes, my friend. You have to toughen up. Yeah. Now take a deep breath and blow it out. Relax before you have a heart attack over a squirrel.
I know it seems strange to you, but see, it means something to me. I mean, once when my daddy was still around, he took me to an old fishing hole. It was a quarry filled in with water and stocked with bluegills. And there were these bigger boys there. And they had these little baby frogs that they were using as bait. Now, my daddy gave me $1 for chips and soda, but I used that money to buy those frogs from those boys. And I set them all free back into the lake.
Where the fish ate them anyway.
Well, as far as I know, that's the one life a frog, a squirrel, or even a flea's gonna get. So who am I to take that away? I mean, Moses taught us, thou shalt not kill.
Ah, yes, religion. The religion also tells us that God put these animals on earth to be a disposal of Adam and Eve. When you think about it, can you think of anyone who has killed more people than God? Hitler, Manson, John Wayne Gacy? They don't even come close.
What are you saying?
Look at any religious book, the earlier part. Entire armies laid to waste. Cities destroyed. God did things that our God-fearing Congress doesn't even want to see in R-rated movies. Imagine killing someone by turning her into a pillar of salt. Talk about cruel and unusual punishment. It sounds like something out of a comic book.
Yeah, but see, we're not put on this earth to question God's will or God's way. It's not our job to understand.
Don't get mad. I'm just suggesting. God has a mean streak. He enlists his little pets on earth to do some of his damage for him. Thou shalt not kill. Right. Can you tell me one of the 10 commandments that God himself has not broken?
This is blasphemy.
This is philosophy. At least your temper is up and you've forgotten the damn squirrel.
Until now?
Come on, it's a challenge. Tell me one commandment that God himself has not broken.
Adultery.
Come on, Paris. God himself had a baby with another man's wife. You think that didn't get under Joseph's skin just a little? The only thing stable about the marriage was the birthing room. Hey, I don't pretend to understand. I just can't pretend not to notice. Turn right here.
Jesus Christ!
What is it this time?
I think I hit a bunny rabbit. Oh, that was a rabbit. Oh, God, I could die.
Be careful of what you wish for, young Paris.
What am I doing?
Where did you ever find this rabbit in the Chicago Loop? Must have been the last one.
You're not helping any.
I'm trying to help. What I mean to say is the rabbit had more to do with its death than you did. I mean, a busy neighborhood downtown is not exactly a wise real estate choice for a tiny woodland creature. Remember, environment, environment, environment. We'll have none of that. How do you know you didn't do that rabbit a favor? Maybe it was dying of rabbit cancer, and you spared it months of agonizing carrot chemotherapy.
What are you, nuts?
It's fate, man. Karma. You heard the phrase, when it's time to go, it's time to go. How many documented cases are there when someone at the last minute got this urge to get off an aeroplane or something, only to learn later that the plane crashed with no survivors? It just wasn't their time. On the other hand, it was the rabbit's time, and it was your time to help. You get what I'm saying?
It's you, man. I mean, you're getting me all flustered.
You're in the driver's seat, my friend. How long have you been driving this boat? Huh?
It's been 3 years since I got my hack's license. Man, I feel like I swallowed a watermelon. I mean, my heart is just that heavy.
You're being too sensitive. You've been driving a cab for 3 years and you never hit anything before? Sounds like it's been a long time coming. I tell you though, first a squirrel, then a rabbit. If I were a cat, I'll start getting nervous about now. Looks like you're working up the food chain.
I just feel so bad.
Hey, everything dies. Asphalt to asphalt, dust to dust. Some religions, some cultures believe that when an animal dies, it comes back to the world as a higher life form. You could have put that squirrel on the path to become a cabbie.
I'm glad you're amused.
I'm sorry, Paris. I guess that just comes with my job.
What are you, an exterminator? I mean, it sounds like a lousy job to me.
So said the cab driver.
I don't get you, man. I mean, do you have no feelings at all?
A man ruled by his emotions is doomed from the start, Paris.
And stop saying my name. You don't know me. I mean, what's your name? What do your friends call you?
I am not a schoolboy in short pants. I have no friends.
Small wonder. And short pants. I mean, where are you from anyway?
Maybe you did a good thing killing those animals. You gave the crows something to eat.
You're a real jerk, you know. Maybe you should take another cab. Get out.
Our journey together is not yet completed.
Fine. Our journey ends at the Marina Towers.
See? You're getting mad again. I am just trying to keep things in perspective for you.
I want you to know something. When I was a kid, my mama gave me a new puppy. A perfect little baby collie for Christmas. And on New Year's Eve, he got hit by a bus right outside our flat on Chicago Avenue. Gypsy was his name. Mama kept warning me, you better keep that dog on a chain. I still remember him lying there. I remember his body at the curb. I mean, he didn't look broken or crushed or nothing. Looked like he was asleep. Except that his tongue was hanging out his mouth and it was all purple. It was just hanging out there and it was fatter and longer than I ever thought a puppy's tongue could be. I should have kept him on a chain.
Not everything is your fault, Paris. I'm sorry you had to see that as a child. But maybe it taught you something. Some lesson you had to learn about life. Or maybe about death. To prepare you for your role in the world. It certainly taught you a difference for animals.
Bless the beasts and the children.
Turn here. Now!
Oh my God! Somebody call an ambulance!
Oh my God! Oh my God, what have I done? He came out of nowhere! Is he all right?
I've seen the whole thing.
Jesus
Call an
Christ,
ambulance.
somebody find a phone and call an ambulance! Oh my God, I didn't see him! I didn't see him! I didn't mean it! I mean, I wouldn't hurt him. I wouldn't hurt a flea.
Somebody have a cell phone? Call the ambulance. Yo! Taxi!
get out of here.